I'm so excited thinking that my baby will be born soon. My name is Carly. I'm 29 years old and currently pregnant. I'm due this month and I have already prepared all the baby essentials just waiting for the big day. Unfortunately, my husband is away on a short business trip. It's lonely and a bit scary without him, but I try to keep my spirits up for the sake of the baby. But there's someone who seems to find me an inconvenience. It's my mother-in-law, Miranda.
I came to help you again today. You must be struggling being full term and all.
Miranda lives nearby and frequently comes over to help around the house. But her help is more like harassment.
Look, I'll help you with the dishes.
Miranda said that and went to the kitchen, but instead of using dish soap, she smeared salad oil all over the plates. Wait, mother-in-law, what are you doing?
Oh, my bad. I mixed up the soap and the oil.
No one makes that kind of mistake. She's clearly doing it on purpose. She also cleans by removing the dustbin from the vacuum cleaner before using it. Mother-in-law, the dirt is just coming out of the vacuum.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I took that part out.
Clearly, she's just making more work for me. I appreciate the help, but you're actually making things worse. Could you please stop? When I said that, Miranda frowned and said,
Why should I have to hear that? I never liked the idea of you having a baby in the first place.
What? How can someone suddenly tell me that they don't like having a child? I'm due next month.
Because you stole Charlie from me. If a grandchild comes along, he won't have time for me anymore.
Apparently, she's paranoid that I stole my husband Charlie from her. I didn't steal anyone, and it's natural for us to get married at this age. And when the baby comes, we'll actually have more reasons to visit Miranda, but she seems to dislike anything that makes me happy. Please, just stop interfering. Miranda didn't like hearing that and bumped into me on purpose as she left. Hey! That hurt! What if something happened to my unborn baby? By the time I got angry, Miranda had already left the house. I wish she would just stop harassing me. As I peeked out the door, a man greeted me. Hello, how's the unborn baby? It was Eric, a neighbor. Yes, I'm due this month. May you have a healthy child. Eric is always kind and concerned about my well-being. I wish Miranda could be like him. But the next day, Miranda was back.
I came to help again today.
I can't deal with her messing up my chores again. Actually, I'm good for today. Please go home. Especially today, I'm feeling more exhausted than usual. As I was thinking that, Miranda pulled something out from behind her. It was a bat. A baseball bat. What's that for? Tentatively, I asked, What are you thinking with that bat? How violent was she thinking? I couldn't believe she was thinking something so violent. Frozen in fear that she might attack, I couldn't move. Please, mother-in-law, calm down. You can't do something like this. As I said that, Miranda smirked and said,
I don't have to be normal. You, the slopey wife, should just disappear.
With that, she swung the bat at me.
Ah!
I screamed as a sharp pain shot through my body. When I woke up, I was in an unfamiliar room. It looked like a hospital. Someone must have called an ambulance. I still felt pain, a clear sign that I had been hit hard. Then I noticed something. My belly is flat. The baby bump that was there before was gone. I didn't understand what it meant, and I was in a semi-panic state. Even though I moved my painful body and looked all over the hospital, I couldn't find my child. Confused and panicking, I searched the hospital but couldn't find my child. As I was frantically looking, someone entered the room. It was Miranda.
You look well. Too bad you didn't just pass away.
She was laughing. Where is my unborn baby? I asked her, almost in tears. Miranda laughed loudly.
Your brat is in heaven.
I felt like I had lost everything. My child, who I was supposed to meet soon, was gone? The unborn baby who has been talking to you from outside of your womb so many times, saying every day that he wants to meet you as soon as possible? Is this even possible? Tears of frustration started to flow.
Why are you crying? How pathetic.
As I glared at her, she said,
"What's that look for? It's your fault for trying to have a baby."
"Having a baby is wrong? That's absurd." Just as I was thinking I would never forgive Miranda, someone else entered the room. It was Eric, my neighbor. "Oh, good, you're awake." "What?" Apparently, Eric was the one who called the ambulance. He had heard my scream and rushed over. If it weren't for Eric, I might not have survived. I couldn't thank him enough. Then Eric began to speak. "Actually, when I entered your house, I found the bat that was likely used to hit you. This could be an assault case." Upon hearing this, Miranda looked visibly shaken. "Also, I saw someone running away from the scene when I arrived. That person might be the perpetrator," he added. Miranda looked even more disturbed.
"Oh my, that's terrible. Shouldn't we consult the police?"
Hearing her say that, I revealed a fact. "What are you talking about? Eric is a police officer."
"What?"
Yes, Eric is a police officer who lives in the neighborhood. Apparently, not many people know this because he's usually in casual clothes on his days off.
"Oh, is that so? What a coincidence." "Well, Carly, now we can catch the culprit,"
Miranda said, trying to act innocent. "Stop joking, mother-in-law. The reason I am in this situation is because of you." Eric's expression changed upon hearing this. "Can you please elaborate on what happened?" He pressed Miranda for details, but Miranda tried to come up with an excuse.
"What? You're suspecting me? Carly is just panicking and needs someone to blame."
Miranda tried to deflect, but Eric wasn't buying it. "The person I saw running from the scene was wearing clothes similar in color to yours." Before he could finish, Miranda interrupted.
"You're suspecting me based on that? How rude, and you call yourself a police officer?"
Miranda was desperately making excuses, even though it was clear she had attacked me with the bat. But the fact remained that there was insufficient evidence. I was wondering if I could somehow prove it. "Carly, are you okay?" Just then, my husband Charlie burst into the room.
"Charlie, weren't you on a business trip?"
Miranda asked, surprised. "I heard Carly was rushed to the hospital, so I had to come back. What happened?" Charlie was genuinely concerned for me. Before I could tell him about Miranda, she said,
"Nothing really. Carly just collapsed at home and it seems the unborn baby didn't make it."
"Oh, that's it?" Charlie was visibly shocked.
"And now she's panicking and accusing me. Can you believe it?"
That's what I said. I was on the verge of exploding with anger at Miranda's self-serving narrative. "Enough is enough. You swung a bat at me. How long will you keep running from your crimes?" Miranda snapped back.
"What are you talking about? No one will believe the paranoid ramblings of a sloppy wife,"
Miranda said enthusiastically. Eric, sensing something was off, wanted to dig deeper. "Can we all calm down and talk?" Miranda yelled.
"You're off duty. Are you really going to arrest me based on these lies? This is a family matter."
Eric looked increasingly suspicious.
"If there was a video evidence, that would be another story, but without it, there's no reason to suspect me."
Just then, Charlie said, "Oh, speaking of which..." Just when I thought he remembered something, Charlie started using his mobile phone and said, Actually, I recently installed a surveillance camera in my house. That camera is linked to my mobile phone, so I can see the recorded footage." "Carly, you can check it on your mobile phone," he said. "We recently installed a security camera at home. It's linked to my phone, so I can check the footage."
"What? Wait? A security camera? I didn't notice."
Indeed. The camera was installed high above the entrance. Even I had forgotten about it, so it's unlikely Miranda would have noticed. Charlie started checking the footage on his phone.
"Wait, please wait. Don't do anything rash."
It seemed the footage was available, and Charlie was now watching it on his phone. What is this?" The date on the video was today, just a few hours ago. It showed Miranda wearing the same clothes as today, leaving the house. Minutes later, Eric enters the house. "This confirms it. Mom, why would you do something so terrible?" Charlie was visibly angry. His brows furrowed. Stumbling over her words, Miranda started to make excuses.
"Wait a minute, I'm not the bad guy here. I just want to spend more time with Charlie. I didn't want him to drift away from me, so I had no choice."
Miranda's weak excuses didn't seem to resonate with Charlie at all. "Don't joke with me. Just for that, you hurt Carly and even the unborn baby?" Charlie was looking forward to the baby's birth as much as I was. Hearing Charlie say that, tears started to well up in my eyes again.
But childcare is hard. It takes up so much time. I was trying to give you both more free time. You should be grateful.
Miranda started saying outrageous things. No one had asked her to do any of it. We had decided to have a child, knowing full well what it entailed. What Miranda did was simply to prevent me from having the baby because she didn't like the idea. Excuse me, could you send me that video? It would be valuable evidence. Eric said that. Charlie said he would compress a large video file and send it to Eric's computer later.
Oh, wait, don't give him that video. I'm your mother. Do you want me to get arrested?
Miranda was panicking, but if you do something that could get you arrested, that's on you. Mom, I can't forgive you. You hurt Carly and took our child away. You need to reflect on what you have done. Just then, the doctor who had been taking care of me arrived. Excuse me for interrupting. I came to discuss your discharge date and also about the baby.
Huh?
I double-checked what the doctor had said. He had definitely used the word baby. Amazingly, the unborn baby was safe. When I was rushed to the hospital, it turns out the baby was ready to be born and they had performed a C-section. I thought the pain in my stomach was because the baby didn't make it. I was so relieved. The baby was safe. Tears naturally started to flow.
Oh, good. The baby is safe, so I can go home now, right?
Miranda said that there is no way she can go home. We were lucky that both the baby and I survived. Who knows what would have happened if things had gone a step in the wrong direction. The fact that Miranda hit me with a bat isn't going away, and she needs to reflect on her actions.
Hold on. Isn't this a bit much? If everyone's okay, why do you need to prosecute me? Isn't this just excessive self-defense?
Excessive self-defense isn't the term for this situation, and it's not right to forgive the perpetrator just because everyone turned out okay. At that point, Eric stepped in. For now, you'll need to accompany us to the police station to file a report. As Eric tried to take Miranda, she resisted with all her might.
No way! Why do I have to go? I didn't do anything wrong. Stop this nonsense. Hey, aren't you going to help me?
Miranda looked to me for help, but she's barking up the wrong tree. I'm the victim here who suffered because of her. There is no reason for the victim to help the perpetrator. Mother-in-law, please keep it down in the hospital, I calmly responded, and Miranda got irrationally angry.
What? This isn't my fault. I just wanted to spend more time with my son. What's wrong with a mother wanting to be with her son?
I'm not saying the desire to be with your child is wrong. What's unacceptable is doing terrible things to others to fulfill that desire. It seems Miranda can't understand that.
Why is this happening to me? This is so unfair.
Miranda was taken away by Eric. Later, she was arrested for assault and ended up in prison. After her release, she was prohibited from approaching us and never appeared in front of us again. It seems she is living alone now, struggling to make ends meet with just her pension and working part-time jobs even in her 60s. As for us, we continue to live happily with our newborn child. There was a time when we didn't know what would happen, but our child is growing up healthy, and we look forward to seeing their growth every day.